Hi, I'm Austin.
And I'm Patrick.
And today I'm going to be telling my coming out story.
I will also be telling my coming out story, but in another video, because these things are long and we don't want you to be just listening on and on and on. So make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you know when we post next, which will be my coming out video. I'm leaving now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm going to tell them everything.
I'm gonna go watch Doctor Who.
Okay.
Do you like my sweatshirt?
I love it.
I'm wearing a bathing suit under my pants.
What? Why?
Because it was cold earlier.
Okay.
Bye everyone, it was nice knowing you.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, now that we're alone. Ah! Whew, thank God he's gone. Hi guys, it has been so long since we just sat down one-on-one. This is gonna be fun. I gotta tell you guys about my coming out story and my advice for you. That's good. Okay, well, let's do it then. What are we doing? All right, so this is my coming out story. I am gonna jump back even further than the day I came out, many, many years ago. I would say everything really started back when I was 12 years old. That was when I first became sexually active. Woohoo, what a great start to this whole thing. That was when I discovered that I like the male figure. I'm trying to keep this PG. Let's throw that out the window. That's when I started masturbating. So that's when I really started the idea of me liking guys. And when you're 12 years old, you don't have any of the stigma of this is wrong, or I shouldn't do this, or I don't like this. You don't have any of that in your mind, okay? You just have these new hormones taking over your body. And if you were ever 12 years old, you might know. I spent, a couple years thinking, this is fun. There's nothing wrong with this. And then the older I got into junior high and then into high school and everything, that's when I started realizing that this is wrong, that this is different, that this is not normal, that I should be doing this, but to girls, I should like girls. I started to think that there was something wrong with me. Once I realized that I was different, I did everything in my power to try and stop it. I did literally everything I could think of to make the gay go away. I turned to religion and I prayed to God. I downloaded a Bible app and I thought if I read the Bible, then maybe he would stop me from being gay. Then I tried to make a schedule for myself that some days I'll get off to guys, but also some days I have to get off to girls to build up that tolerance. And then it even got to the point where I thought that I was masturbating with the wrong hand. So I tried switching to the other, hoping that would make me straight. I was desperate. This is way more in depth than I ever thought I would get with you guys, so this is fun already. Yeah, I hated myself. I hated every moment of every time. I hated everything. I had this pit in my gut. Is that the phrase? I don't know. And I thought I was disgusting. I thought I was so wrong. And honestly, I had no reason to. There's nobody I knew that was homophobic. I didn't even know that gay was a thing until I was like in 6th grade and I heard about a teacher at the school who was gay and had 2 kids and a husband. The thought blew my mind. It was the first gay man I've ever even heard of. So I didn't want to be gay. As far as I knew, I was convinced I wasn't. I thought I was, yeah, sexually into guys, but like romantically only had eyes for girls. I was like, oh, she's gorgeous, she's so funny, I like her. That's why I dated like 4 girls in like junior high and high school. And I really did like them. It's just that I was more sexually into guys. And I thought, that's just who I am. That's how this will go. And there was a bunch of rumors in school, especially looking back now. I could really see it. But everybody always thought I was gay. Okay, this is a funny story. I had a group of like 5 or 6 friends. 2 of us turned out to be gay. the other 3 girls all eventually became bisexual or lesbian. None of us knew that back in junior high. That all came out like later in our lives. Talk about a crazy coincidence, honestly. Back to the story. That was my history of being gay when I lived at home. But then, when I was 17 years old, I moved to Los Angeles, and then I had some great one-on-one time. I didn't have a job for 3 months, so I really got to know myself well. So after those 3 months, I got a job at Hollister, and there was this girl that worked there. She was gorgeous, the sweetest person you ever met, and so incredibly smart. She went off to an Ivy League later that summer. She was one of my first friends in Los Angeles. We hung out outside of work, like it was cool, and I really liked her. And I remember at work one time, this guy was talking to her, and I was starting to get jealous. Hey, man, stop talking to that girl. I like her. And then I overheard them talking once, and it turned out he was gay. And then the jealousy switched, and then I wanted her to stop talking to him because I wanted to talk to him. And that's when I knew I was gay. That was the first time I was like, wow, I'm not bisexual. I'm not sexually into guys and romantically into girls. I'm just into guys. Talk about a big discovery here, man. Whew. That was probably about a month after I turned 18. 2 months later, I had my first kiss with a boy. And then I started going on dates with guys, and I started to meet some, and like, it was great. I was living a gay life, and it was weird and new and different. And then I had the confidence to tell some of my friends back home, like, hey, I'm gay, man. And it's awesome because there was no consequences to that since I literally lived 1,000 miles away from everyone. So then it begged the question of, when do I come out? When do I tell people? When do I tell my family? When do I tell my friends? When do I tell the world? So there were 2 things that I decided on when coming out. Was, first off, I'm not going to come out to family and friends and everyone unless I had a reason, which was pretty much just if I had a boyfriend or not. The second one was, if anybody in my life, family, friends, anyone, had a problem with me being gay, then I did not need them in my life. Truly believed it, which now looking back was probably just a wall I put up so that if anybody didn't like me, that it wouldn't hurt me. That brings us to my first boyfriend. If you want to learn more about that, you can go watch one of our last video called Our Gay Love Stories, and you can learn more about it there. But I finally had my first boyfriend, and I really don't want to get too much into this or say too much information, but I already have said too much, so why not go all the way in? My first boyfriend made YouTube videos, kind of like this. And he wanted to do the boyfriend tag. And yes, that is on the internet, and yes, I would really appreciate if you guys did not watch that. That was a dark time in my life. So I said yes because I thought we were dating, so we made the boyfriend tag. And that was about the time where I was like, okay, I better tell my family and friends soon because me being gay is about to just spill out onto the internet for everyone to see. So I came up with this idea to create a YouTube video of me coming out. But before I could post my coming out video, he posted the boyfriend tag. Not even kidding. 2 or 3 hours after he posted it, my mom called me. I didn't answer. Thank God. I was with a friend and I was like, my mom's calling me right now. I wonder if she saw the video. God, I hope not. She saw the video, and that's how my mom found out I was gay. Later that night, we talked on the phone, and she had 2 things to say. The first thing she said, not even lying, is, I don't like that boy. And the second thing she had to say to me was, so you're gay? And I was like, yes, I'm gay. And we weren't talking long before she said, so you should probably call your grandparents and your aunt and uncle and everyone. And I was like, I'm sorry, no. And she's like, so then how do you plan on coming out to everyone? And then I said, well, I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. And she said, no, you're not. That is way too impersonal. You need to call them individually. And I got pretty defensive. And I told her, you cannot tell me how, when, or to who to come out to. That is up to me to decide. And she kept pushing for it. And I might have yelled at her for the first time in our lives and hung up the phone. So that's that, guys. So, yeah. I yelled at my mom. Sorry, Mom. I love you. And then I made my coming out video. And it is cringeworthy beyond belief. It was like cheesy and emotional and like, but everything after that was pretty easy. My grandparents like texted me like, you know, hey, we love you no matter what. I hope you know that. My aunt and uncle texted me. My other grandparents wrote me a handwritten letter saying, you know, we don't agree with it, but we love you no matter what. And that was probably the best I could expect from them, honestly. And all my friends and everyone was like, haha, we knew, but we love you anyways. And it was really good. I got a lot of great feedback. I got a lot of comments saying to kill myself, but hey, who doesn't? Why did I sound like I'm from Minnesota? I would say one of the downfalls from how I came out, and actually my mom was pretty right about it, that it was very impersonal. It was also pretty cowardly of me to do. It takes a lot of guts to talk to your parents or your grandparents or siblings or anyone, and I didn't have to talk to any of them about it. I didn't have to say that to a single person, and it was easier for me to do, but it probably wasn't the best, because since me and none of my family have had that heart-to-heart, I'm gay, let's talk about this kind of relationship, now no one in my family has ever talked to me about it. No one has ever asked any questions. Nobody brings it up. Nobody asks who I'm dating. Nobody talks about it. And that's on me, because I made it very impersonal, and it kind of sucks sometimes, you know? Like, everyone can ask my older brother, oh, how are you and your girlfriend? Or are you still seeing that girl? Or like all this stuff, but no one will ask me about a boy. And that's okay, because I don't have any boys in my life, but I would like someone to ask. Actually, the only person like relatively close to my family was my stepmom. She is a very outgoing and spoken person, and we were sitting down and she asked me like every question you can. Like, so you're gay, are you dating anyone? Are there any boys that you need to tell me about? Do you plan on getting married? Are you gonna have kids? She asked me every question, and I had so much respect for that, because she was just genuinely curious. And I'm a very open person. Clearly from this video, I'm very open and I'm willing to talk about anything. And she's the only one who ever asked me anything. And again, that's on me. I made it very impersonal when I came out, and now they don't talk about it and I don't talk about it, and it's just kind of like this unspoken thing. And I have such a great respect for everybody who comes out to their family face to face. It isn't out yet, but there's this amazing movie coming out called Love, Simon. I went to a screening of it just last week, and it's just basically a big coming out story that kind of captures exactly what everyone goes through when they come out. I had so much respect for the main character because he came out to his family, and it was just so inspiring to see that side of coming out, because mine was so impersonal. I didn't talk to anyone about it. I'm not gonna give it away, but he just talked to his family about it and had that one-on-one conversation. And I know that I had it really easy in the overall sense that I knew my family was gonna be accepting. I knew that my friends were still gonna love me. I knew that at the end of the day, I was gonna be happy and that my relationships wouldn't change. And that's a luxury that I had. And for so many people, that is not a luxury. I have gotten so many DMs on Instagram and messages and people just saying that they're scared to come out to their parents, you know? I mean, you never know if they are gonna love you or not, or if they will kick you out or stop paying for things or send you to conversion therapy or something. You don't know. And I knew that my parents wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be the issue at all, but for a lot of people that is an issue. Honestly, I wish I had advice when people ask me. And I don't. I didn't go through that. The one thing I did was I put up this wall and I said, if you don't like me, if this changes anything about the way you feel about me, I no longer want you in my life. And I said that in my cringeworthy video. It was terrible. Hello? Come on in.
Could you hear me peeing?
No, but I could hear you banging around all the dishes.
I am shirtless, so you can't see me right now. Ooh, titty slip. Sorry, I just came in to get a shirt. Can't cut mustard out.
Well, I'm making a video. Just go.
Oh, do it like when you're doing the news.
So right behind me, we have this preschool of this burning preschool that is on fire. Luckily, there are no kids harmed, except for this one. Oh, that was a great. What's the word? That was a great thing to take us out of this serious moment, guys. Where was I? So, yeah, I really wish I had really good advice for those people who are scared to come out because they might lose something or lose someone. The one thing I can say is that do not come out until you're ready. If that means you need to be moved out of the house, or if you need to be financially stable on your own, or if you need to move to a new country. That's honestly, I was saying that as a joke at first, but then I realized actually some countries you can die for being gay. So yeah, I think the number one thing is to make sure that it's safe whenever you come out. If you're scared to come out, if you really are scared of how everything might go, make sure you have another place that you could go to if you need to. Another tip is just don't come out till you're ready. It's up to you to decide. Nobody else gets to make that decision for you, and it's the one thing you have as a gay person. So I think that's the best thing you guys should take with this video and any other advice that you got while I was talking so much. So yes, that is my coming out story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all the information I threw at you, because there was a lot. If you guys have any questions about coming out or any ideas, tips, or anything specifically, comment them down below and maybe we'll make a video about that, okay? So give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe because we make videos every Tuesday and Friday. And hit that little bell notification so you guys know when Patrick's video comes out. He's not here for this outro and it's really weird, but I love you guys, so bye-bye, yo, chimpanzees. What? Monkeys. I love them.